T-Phone TV and subscribe.
That rebirth starting to take off. Y'all better catch it.
You get too big, you gonna let it get by you. Now catch it while it's on the way up.
Subscribe, like, and share to the rebirth of T-Phone TV. Come on in my lives, man. Watch my videos. Dang. Hey, yo. Hey, mother.
Yes.
Back with another. I told y'all, keep your notification bells on. Because it's really time for y'all to come on in here and drink some. Smoke some. And let me take you on this journey, and I promise I ain't gonna leave. No. Y'all, I got something for you. I got something for you today. Alright, y'all. This the time I seen two dudes fight over another dude. Y'all. In prison. Oh, y'all. Technical difficulties. This thing want to try to act up on camera, don't it? But look, though. So, if y'all familiar with the song P.D. Pablo made some years back, it was called North Carolina. And he had a little part in it where he say, Sandy Ridge, Brown's over here, Green's over here. All right, let me break that down to you. In North Carolina, yeah, she done kicked the butt. In North Carolina prison, when you in felony prison, medium custody or close custody, because we only got minimum, medium, and close. When you in minimum, I'm going to use my shorts for example. You're in like a dark green like this. When you in close, you in a weird brown like this. In medium, you in the browns. So Sandy Ridge is a place where you go and transfer. When you pull up in Sandy Ridge, you're going to see all kind of guards out there with all kind of different guns. And it used to be an old prison camp, but a graveyard of buses. And they're going to walk you into this old building like / shed / like it could be a slave auction where they put cows and stuff. And back in the day, one side was brown and one side was green. That's why Petey said Sandy Ridge, Brown's over here and Green's was over here. And my first time going, that's how it was. And y'all be packed in there shoulder to shoulder. So if a ride, a fight, anything go down, everybody gonna break out into it because you're so close and packed in like sardines. Like, you can't use the bathroom. It's covered with feces and everything else. And they give you this nasty pack out and it's a speaker up there. And you got your car and you just waiting on, you got off one bus and you waiting on to get on another bus. But now, fast forward, they don't even care. They putting the medium in there with the close and the maximum. I mean the close and the medium. It ain't no browns over here, greens over here no more. Y'all all just be mixed in the last time I went. And that was in the mid-2000s. About 20 years ago. A little, maybe a little less. But anyway, so we end up getting to Sandy Ridge. I stayed at Sandy Ridge a lot because I had pending charges out there in the world. Some felony pending charges, the habitual felon out there pending on me. So I stayed going back and forth to court a lot. And a writ mean that you traveled back and forth to court. And then with these two dudes, man, I guess they had grown fond of this boy girl. Y'all, we call dudes who do that in prison boys with an I. So they end up all of them coming to the same camp with me. All of them had that same white card with me and got sent with me. Now, y'all, we in the mountain and married, man. So when we first get there, like I said, that everybody get in the shower together, that's so old and primitive now. When you first start out prison and processing, yeah, it's going to be a lot of y'all, in, you know. But other than that, man, I'll take my shower regardless with my old boxers on and switch while, you know, taking my shower. I'm going to switch them out. But you can tell when you got all day long for you to get in there by yourself, and it's dudes that, what you want to say? They want to act normal and be like, you know, but then you start seeing little red flags. And the first one was Jeff and this dude named Greg was the two that came with me. Jeff was kind of big, probably about 205, kind of ripped, but kind of flabby with it. But he stayed working out. He was strong, you could tell. And Greg was short, dark skinned, and had gold teeth in his mouth, waves in his hair. Jeff was brown skinned, kind of big, you know. He had dreads. They wasn't that long. Jeff had waves in his hair, real dark skinned or whatever, short, whatever, you know. Y'all pardon me, Salaki. But yeah, so, you know, just to get their descriptions, my man probably about 6'1", my man probably about 5'11". They wasn't too much, you know. Both of them, matter of fact, Jeff probably was a little, Greg probably was a little, you know, bulkier, probably about 230. He just was shorter. But, you know, one of them was from Greensboro, one of them was from Winston. They had respect a little bit, you know, when they came in there. Wasn't nobody just trying to, you know, and they little charges, you know, carried a little bit of time, but it wasn't that much. But, you know, and you got different little charges like, you know, manslaughter, armed robbery, and different stuff like that. You know, and they floats around, you know, it may get you a little, you know, where somebody give you a little bit of respect. It don't carry no weight, though, like that. But, you know, it just be like, oh, no, he did something out there in the world. They dudes kind of act like they knew each other in the world, but when we riding the bus and all that stuff, I mean, they kind of act like they knew each other in the world, y'all. They was cool, but they wasn't. But, like, it's just like I had a weird feeling about the whole situation when, yeah, Garth. That was his name, Garth. That's what I call him, Garth. Garfella. It was like an Italian dude, man. Garth, I don't know how to really do it now. I called him Garth because I really couldn't say Garfiel or some shit like that. I really couldn't say his name, man. And I know a dude back from where I'm from, a white dude, they used to be cool with us, so I used to call the dude Garth. I've been knowing Garth for years, so I used to call the dude Garth. But, you know, I don't really talk to them like that in there. But that's, yeah, the dude had a weird name. You know what I'm saying? So Garth used to come around, bro, because I'm not talking to no man like I would a woman. Garth used to come around, bro, to change the atmosphere with a lot of people used to come out, bro. But these two dudes, bro, this is particular, man, they but it just was weird, bro. I'm gonna get back to the shower part, man. Like I said, you got all day long for them to get in the shower. But it's like they trying to wait on Garth to get in that mud, man. Yeah, they trying to wait on Garth to get in that mud, man. Taking turns wanting to jump in the shower and double up with him and different stuff like that. So it's starting to be little words and snickering around them, about them going around on the yard or whatever. Y'all, once a dude catch a bunch of times, some of them don't even care no more. You know, if they get back to the streets or not, they open with, you know, homosexuality. And I think as the months went by, these dudes started getting open because they having words. They timing when dude get in the shower. They jumping in there with him and stuff. But then you start seeing Jeff, pardon me, y'all. Jeff might be looking for Greg and Garth, and ain't nobody seen them for a little minute. And then next thing you know, you see Garth and Jeff gone, and Greg looking for them too. So vice versa, y'all. And this junk started brewing up, boy. People talking about him. People saying little sly stuff to him, like, boy, what y'all doing with that boy, you know, little different little stuff. Ain't nobody caught him in action yet, though. Cause they sneaking out, going to these blind areas with him, man, at certain times and stuff. You know, they done got some time under their belt, so they know how to work the system, man. Boy, that thing, you know, Garth started favoring Greg more. The one with the dark skin on with the gold teeth. He started favoring them more. They getting missing a lot. So one day, it's a Friday. We can stay up late on Friday nights to 2:30 where I was at this camp. 2:30 Friday night, 2:30 Saturday night, but you got to be in the bunk at 11 on Sunday because everybody got to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then start back over. So people done pulled out their white lightning, they buck. People done snuck and pulled out their little, you know, little, if they got a phone, little radios, whatever they got, contraband that they don't want Jake to find out about. They start coming out, their little weed, their little pills. I mean, it be coming out through the week, but it mostly comes out. This how it was when I was in there on the weekend. People be ready to party because you up late night. So, you see old buddy. It's like he checking dorms for them two. For about a good 20 minutes, he could find them, y'all. That's all it take in there. Shit, it don't take but 5 minutes. But for about a good 20 minutes, he couldn't find it. So he found Garth first. And the Italian dude, bro, let me describe the Italian dude for y'all, man. This nigga had to let his hair get kind of long, slim built. Used to always have his uniform tight. Used to take pencils and hot balls and M&Ms and make rouge and lipstick and stuff like that. He would plait his hair sometime, put it in a lot of plaits and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Olive skin color. Probably about a real slim built. Probably about 120 pounds. Walk around real feminine. Hand out ways. You know what I'm saying? That type of, they be extra. But he was one of them type. Straight up looked like a girl almost. So he ran into Garth first. And he questioned them. Like they together or whatever. You know, people hearing it on the low. It's like it's coming out now. So, like, man, I don't, you know, Jeff, I don't belong to you and all that. You know how argument will be. So, they get into an argument so bad to the point to where I heard him start talking shit about Greg. P-U-S-S-Y and all that junk, like, y'all, it be soap operas in there. 2 men now. There's 3 men involved, y'all. It just be like a full-blown, like, that's our own world when you in prison. You in your own world, you gonna see a full, goddamn, Knots Landing. A full, yeah. As the world turns. Yeah, with men. Yeah, in their feelings. Because another man. Real talk. So you gonna find cuz. And, bro, it ain't even too many words said. It's like they eyes must have knew. It's like they eyes must have knew. Because one couple of my lokes was in that dorm, bro. We all was in one big building together, but it's A, B, C, and D. They done went back there and found that man that just done hit like 2 button rams. Going at it. And what Greg slept at, like I told y'all about the notorious North Carolina Red Door. Bruh, a lot of people will check off if they ain't about that life, if they sleep back there. So when dude went back there, he already knew cuz slept back there where to go. But they going at it. They done met in the middle of the floor. They didn't even wait and go all the way to the Red Door. They pop. So Garfton came on up in there. Garfella, whatever the dude name, Garfiel, whatever the name is. He done came up in there. He doing all this old extra shit. That's what draws the police. Cause I'm talking about they hitting to where both of them is painting each other. Cause back then we had white t-shirts. They gray now. But back then we had white t-shirts. So this shit getting hysterical or whatever. Man, people be like, chill. But it's too late now. So that guy, that posting came and hit the code. And I came in there. And everybody know what it is. They start wrapping stuff around their face. Because we're in dorms, y'all. We're not in cells. We're in dorms. And there's 80 and 90 men up in there. So they just start spraying it down when these dudes won't stop fighting. They're going to spray it down. They're going to make it easy. Then they're going to go cuff them up and take them up out of there like they did. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't see him no more. But this the time 2 dudes that went to prison with me through transfer at Sandy Ridge. And when we got to our assigned camp, they let some months go by and they started hitting over the boy. They started coming out. They buying him stuff at the store. Because in North Carolina, you can go to the store every day. That's when you start seeing red flags. I'm trying to jump in the shower with him. Them buying this man stuff from the store. That dude ain't want for nothing. He ain't even been there a few days. Cosmetics. Long as your car clicking in North Carolina, when you hit processing, your car start clicking, see it. When you get to that next count, bro, you can go straight to that store and buy your own shit. Yeah, you can buy your own shit in processing. To be honest with you, processing, bro, as soon as that money go on your account, and they take your picture and give you that card, because when I first went to prison, it was cash, but my second time, when they give you that card, bro, that money on there, man, you can go to that store as soon as it open. When you transfer, that card gonna transfer with you, and you gonna go straight to that store. So when they got straight to the man, both of them dudes was competing, buying this man cosmetics. I'm talking about expensive lotion, keeping them snacks, all kind of stuff. I ain't mention that, but that's why I had to keep on going. I ain't mention that. I had to mention that. Yeah, they was competing over cuz. Really competing over this man before they started fighting. And one of them had came to the camp and got the barber job. And he couldn't even cut her. Matter of fact, it was Greg. He couldn't even cut her because, matter of fact, y'all, I'm sorry. This was at Lincolnton Prison Camp in Lincolnton, North Carolina before it became green clothes. It's before it left from medium to minimum. I'm sorry, y'all. Lincolnton Prison Camp, Lincolnton, North Carolina. But yeah, when old buddy hit the camp, man, Greg couldn't even focus cutting her. And I talked to some of the people from where Raphael, whatever his name is, Garf. I talked to some of the people where he from, down his way in Lumberton. And they say that man must have been gay for the state, because when he was in the county, he wasn't acting like that. He was acting normal, man. He was acting normal. But see, some people get scared up to where they go in there and feel like, so shoot, before I give up my butt, I'll just turn into one of them. He went in there and transformed. And had them boys fighting over him. And that junk happens a lot. Y'all would not believe. Like, a lot of times, it ain't even where dudes getting it took from them no more. Man, them dudes be wanting relationships. Wanting to be war daddies. Wanting to take up for that boy. That boy had to sit down and pee just like a female. Wear lipstick with hot balls and rouge out of M&Ms. And you know what I'm saying? They'll take their shoestrings and make braids and micro braid, all that, y'all. I done seen it all. I done been in prison and think that the system has messed up and put females in there with us because they got boobies from hormone pills and Yeah, all of that. No homo. Damn, homies, y'all better watch yourself, bro. Stay out of these prison facilities, man. Stay out of there, bro. Because you're going to see it all. And it's going to be a culture shock to somebody who ain't never seen it, bro. But I'm trying to tell you before, if you was to mess up, and go see it, bro. Stay out of there, bro. This done been another banger, banger, banger. Them boys was fighting. Boy, two normal, supposed to be normal, regular looking dudes was fighting over that boy. I'm out. Couldn't have been me. Gang, I don't got no reason to live no more. I'm out.